What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Track News Daily. It's your girl, Serenity. I am so excited to yap to y'all today because goodness gracious, the NCAA National Championships right now, going on right now in Eugene, Oregon, is absolutely insane, which is why I called it NCAA Insanity. It's only prelims, and we've seen a world record, and we've already seen a collegiate and world lead. Excuse me? What's happening? Trackflation is happening. But let me not skip ahead. Jacoby Tharp. Auburn's Jacoby Tharp. He's a junior. 20 years old. Breaks the world record. I've been trying to get like people who don't really watch a lot of track or my parents to really grasp how big this is. One, this record has stood for more than 14 years or 14 years since 2012 from Aries Merritt, the GOAT, 1280. Athletes like Grant Holloway, Devin Allen, Cordell Tinch, and the list really goes on because there have been amazing hurdlers that have come through. They have not been able to touch this freaking world record. Grant Holloway came the closest with his 1281, I want to say back in 2021, and he wasn't able to get it. 1280 is the record. Grant Holloway ran 1281, right? Now here comes this kid, this child, if you will, 20 years old, comes and he runs 1275 in the prelims. It's just prelims. And he comes and he runs 1275. And he didn't even look like he was going that fast. But the thing is, when Jacoby hurdles, he never really looks like he's going like world record pace necessarily to me. But I always say that his physique, he hurdles a lot like Grant and Cordell because he's a taller athlete. So he has to get really low over the hurdles. And he was just stepping over them things. Stepping over them. And then he ran 1275. What the heck is happening? What the heck is going on? Like, he was 7 years old when Aries Merritt set that world record. And now it went down. And it went down in the hands of a collegiate athlete in the prelims. Like, do we hear how crazy that sounds? Like, that sounds insane. Because who you thought, I mean, listen, it's such a shock and a stunning thing. Not because Jacoby is not a good athlete. That is not what this is at all. And we're saying things like, oh, this world record came out of nowhere. Because, for instance, you take Masai Russell, she's on world record watch right now. She's run 1214. The world record is 1212. You know, she's so close to it. She's 0.2 away, 0.02 away. So we're like, she's breaking it soon, you know? Jacoby's PR is 1301. That's extremely fast, especially for a collegiate athlete. He's made the world team. But he hasn't even dipped under 13. So no, we were not expecting him. Look, Trey Cunningham just went 1298. Grant Holloway has gone 12.8. Devin Allen has gone 12.8. Cordell Tinch has gone 12.8. You know, those are the people we're like, world record watch. World record watch for those people. Jacoby, not necessarily. Not yet. Like, it's like, sure. World record? You know what I mean? Like, I would say I would have put him on 12.9 watch. 12.8 watch. For sure. But 1275? 1275? Right. And I'm not going to say with no competition. I'm not going to say that necessarily. But I mean, he's had stiffer competition. He's had Kendrick Smallwood at SECs. You know what I mean? And he's run like 1304. So he's had stiffer competition. Second place to him got with second. 1315. This is what people mean when they talk about track. Is when it hits, it hits. That's what Masai Russell was saying when she was like, do I believe I'm going to break the world record? Yes. Can I predict when it's going to happen? No. You know? And this is literally the perfect example of it. He has been fast. He has been running insane times. He has had the competition to do it, to dip under 13, but he hasn't. Now randomly at nationals, when the competition is running 13-15 and 13-3, he's like, matter of fact, I'm going to break the world record that has stood for 14 years. What type of crap is that? You know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about? I think that's what I don't know, y'all. That's what blows me. That is what blows me. Like, absolutely insane. I wonder if he's going to get like the world record money. He in college. He's a child. He's a kid. Look, all I know is that Jacoby Tharp's contract is about to be fat. I heard his NIL is already good. That contract is about to be fat. It's unheard of for a collegiate athlete. And I wonder, I'm gonna look this up, and on our next episode, I'm gonna make sure I fact check it. Is he the only college athlete who has set a world record while still being in college? Like, I wonder, like, okay, yeah, we've had like young athletes set world records. Mondo was pretty young, but I'm saying in college. Maybe Mondo set the world record in college first. I'm definitely gonna come back to that one. But trackflation has been in full effect. Adeja Hodge. I need to say, in my last episode, I said after Juju ran 10.76, I was like, you know what? That's fantastic. That's great. But I'm ready to start seeing the ladies dip under 10.7, 10.8. I'm ready to see it. I'm ready to see them dip. And I said 10.65. I was like, I'm ready to see 10.5 or 10.65. And then here comes Adeja Hodge. It's like she heard me. It's like, yeah. It's like I poked the bear. And the bear bit. 10.63. Collegiate record, meet record, world lead, win legal, 1.9. You know what it is, y'all? It's Oregon's track. That's what it is. It's Oregon's track. Hayward, they say, oh my God, this is so corny, but they say Hayward Magic. But I believe in Hayward Magic now. Now I'm like, what is it that's going to make an athlete? I mean, what is it that's going to make, look, Jacoby Tharp break the world record randomly, and then Adeja Hodge sets a new collegiate record in prelims, might I add, y'all. Prelims. This is prelims. You talking about practice? You talking about prelims? I'm talking about prelims. Goodness gracious. And Jamisha Ford was in that heat with her. Like, so I'm just like, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? As a matter of fact, they did it hold on. They did not shuffle this correctly for me. You know why she broke that collegiate record? Because Shanti Jackson was in a race with her. Like, this can't be right. Was this just heat one? Adeja Hodge, Shanti Jackson, Brianna Selby, and Jamisha Ford, and Dana Wilson. We're all in heat one? Why would they do that? That's why she broke the collegiate record. Shanti Jackson, that can't be right, y'all. Let me go to start list. Oh my God. That's really what it was. Well, look, Shanti Jackson got second running 10.88. Shanice Walker 10.94. Brianna Selby 10.94. What will Adeja run in the final? What she has shown me is that, because she didn't win at regionals, the 100. She ran stupid fast in a prelim, and then she came, and I want to say she got third. Yeah, that is what happened to a USC athlete, and that was surprising. But what will she do in the final, y'all? What will she do in the final? It's gonna be absolutely insane. It is. I just said yesterday that I really wanted to see some athletes starting to dip and shake the table for that world record of 10.49. And this is what I like to see. And y'all are like, well, do you think Adeja Hodge will set the world record? Honestly, after Jacoby Tharp, anything is possible. But that's not necessarily what I'm saying. Once somebody does it, now it's like, oh, I got to get right. You best believe Grant Holloway is going to run 12.7. He is. And he might even do it this year. Trey Cunningham is going to run 12.7. He is. Because that barrier has been broken, the floodgates have been opened. Literally. And now we're going to start seeing 12.8. Easily. Now everybody's going to start dipping under Aries Mare former world record of 12.80. That's just the way it works. Because trackflation. All right. So trackflation, it's not a real term, y'all, but I could see it being added into the dictionary. We got twerk added in the dictionary. You know what I mean? Trackflation is a spinoff of inflation, where like the cost of things should start to go up. Because it starts to cost more to make it or whatever. And look, that's not, I don't worry about that. Trackflation, though, we use it in a way of like everybody is running faster. So I asked ChatGPT, what is the reasoning behind trackflation? How does trackflation happen? Here's what ChatGPT said. It could be a couple of reasons: technology, better training knowledge, and more depth globally. Okay. NIL, money incentives, recovery science, competition pushes competition. And that's the point that I want to stop on. Because he says, I just think that Chat's a he. He says, my buddy Chat says, this might be the biggest psychological factor. Once people see something as possible, the barrier changes. That's exactly what I mean with Jacoby Tharp's 1275. Once it happens, especially it being a collegiate athlete, the level of competitiveness that the 110 hurdle field already has. Dogs. Grant Holloway, Trey Cunningham, Daniel Roberts, Cordell Tent. Dogs. They will touch 12-7 before this year is up. Absolutely believe that. All because Jacoby opened the floodgates. And now it's a thing. It's a thing. And this is what Chat is saying as well. See, and I didn't even read this right yet. So that's how I know. It says a perfect example. Sub 10 used to feel mythical. Now young sprinters expect it. Exactly. Things are different now. The shoes are better as well. Yeah, now we can get into the other stuff outside of psychological. Now it's like the shoes are better. The training is better. But I personally believe that the psychological factors is the biggest motivator. It is. I got this track and field scholarship, full ride, plus some, from running 53:42. I was the fastest in Georgia at the time. We broke the state record. When I ran 53:42, me and two other girls, we broke the state record. 53 now would get me into Texas State, not the University of Texas. Ain't nothing wrong with Texas State. All right? But you see the point I'm trying to make. It wouldn't get me into a Power 5 university. And that idea is insane because the girls are running 48 and 49. So with athletes like Adasia Hodge running 10.6, Juju will she will run 10.5. You know what I mean? It's going to be crazy. Don't you love track? I love track. And I love to get it daily. All right, y'all. Comment. I need to hear what y'all have to say about these records and how I'm a psychic. All right? But that's it. That's all I got for y'all for Track News Daily. Bye.